Okay, right. Good evening once more. We're glad to have Mr. Olumide finally here with us. First, I want to apologize for the delays and all the network challenges we've had today. I've done a lot of introduction before now. Once more, you're welcome to SAP. Use the chat box to drop your questions, okay? And at the end of his presentation, we'll read them out for him to answer. So the rule still remains the same. We're all muted and have this event at the end of the day stored on YouTube on archive so that you can go back over and over to see if you missed anything in today's event. So we'll be discussing SAP S4 HANA overview today, and there'll be a certificate of attendance at the end of this training. So I implore you to, if you're in this meeting, phone or something, kindly turn the time over to Mr. In 1 hour from now, we should have rounded up with all of the presentations and questions and answers. Over to you, Mr. Lumide.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
My sincere apologies. It's been a hectic day, network issue, not able to come up on time. I sincerely apologize for the delay, but I believe it will be worthwhile. Just a brief. My name is Solumide Adenira. I have I have over 14 years experience in SAP. I've worked in over 20 countries. I used to work for SAP Africa. I've been involved in over 50 or 60 projects globally. So when it comes to SAP, I've worked in North America. I've worked in London, in Europe. I've worked in Africa. I've worked in Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, Namibia. In UAE, I've worked in Dubai. I've worked in Abu Dhabi and some other part of UAE. What's the name of this other part? That's very Saudi Arabia. In America, I've worked in Texas, and in London, and UK, I've worked in London, and all implementation of SAP. So, this is my field. This is what I'm known for globally, and this is what I love to do. So, let me start with the basic introduction of what SAP is about. When you want to do any SAP training, the first thing they will tell you is understand the basis of the solution called SAP. And what is SAP? Many people call it system application. In South Africa, then they used to call us South African police. In the SAP, South African police. That's what they used to call us in South Africa. But in Germany, they call us, because SAP also was, a German company. I work for SAP, in Africa under the Germany, under the German company, the SC, and they call us system application and products. So I will just try and be very brief with my conversation today. I might not be able to take you through all, but you get the most important point that you need at the end of the day. So SAP is not just for technical guys. All top 14 Fortune 500 companies use SAP. I've worked in a company like Burberry in the UK. I'm sure many of us work, Burberry. I've worked with a company like Transfer Airline in Moscow. They run on SAP. Even Etihad Airways runs on SAP. Kenya Airways used to run on, I used to have SAP then. And we have, Kenya Pipeline, most top oil and gas companies, Sada Aramco. That's one of the biggest SAP project in the world. in Saudi Arabia. I mean, most of them are on SAP. So SAP is not just about, oh, it's for technical. It's not technical. We have different parts of SAP that will take you through. We have the HR side, we have the finance side, whether you're in project or whether you're in logistics. As far as you want to work in the company, part of your day, it automates the work end to end at the end of the day. So in the essence of time, I won't be fast. I will just try and make the training 30 minutes or 35. And I will give like 25 minutes for questions because I know you have a lot of questions. So I'll give like 25 minutes for questions. And so let me start with what SAP is about before I go into the business process of SAP. SAP is called System Application and Products for data processing. And we have different products in SAP, which I will show you shortly. The most common one is what we call the SAP ERP or SAP S for HANA. So when it comes to SAP S for HANA, whether you are in logistics or you are in accounting or you are in HR or you are in procurement, it covers every aspect of the company. We will find a way and share this document with you after this training so that you can go through it. It's an overview document of what SAP is about. So you can go through it. So, but I will take my time because I'm trying to summarize as much as possible what SAP is to you as a company. So we have the different SAP solution. SAP, the full meaning is System Application and Product for Data Processing. That is the full meaning of SAP. System Application Product for Data Processing. And SAP has different solutions. We have SAP Business by Design. We have SAP ERP. We have SAP Business One. We have SAP S for HANA. We have SAP HANA. And we have SAP EC, HANA in the cloud. So I will explain these different solutions to you and why organizations go for SAP. So first and foremost, SAP Business One is aimed at small companies that has their employee number is not up to 100. So we have companies that their process is not that robust and the employee number is not up to 100. And it's just they just want a small solution to handle their procurement process, procure to pay, to handle their inventory and warehouse management, to handle their finance, to handle their project in the company. So with SAP, you don't need to have many solutions. You just need to have one SAP solution, and it covers all your process in the company as a whole. So Business One is for such companies, for such companies. Then we have SAP Business Suite, which is what we call SAP. Most people call it in their own name. In the lame language, the first people just are you talking about ERP? It's not just ERP. SAP Business Suite is an encompass of SAP solutions like SAP ERP, SAP SRM, SAP CRM. And so let me explain what is SAP ERP. ERP is Enterprise Resource Planning Solution. It's a solution that you use to manage your own accounting end-to-end, your logistics end-to-end, your payroll, your HCM. Under HCM, we have time management, we have org management, we have personal administration, we have payroll management, and that's under HCM. We have and it's robust. And then this same ERP, you can also use to manage your logistics and warehouse management. And then this same solution, you can use it to manage your sales order management and internal sales. You can also use this same solution for your project manager or project management. So most companies have their ERP as a core finance solution they use. Then under Business Suite, we have SAP CRM. CRM is Customer Relationship Management Solution. This is a solution that you use to manage the customers. I can give you, for instance, I have customers like Zenith Bank, Stanbic IBTC that runs on SAP. I have customers, Zenith Bank that runs on SAP. And We are Stanbic IBTC runs on another financial management solution, which I know but I won't want to mention. And we have customers like Dangote that runs on SAP. The old Dangote business runs on SAP. Dangote is proud to be one of the #1 SAP customer in Nigeria and Africa. We have LNG. LNG runs on SAP. NNPC, the old NNPC solution or process runs on SAP. The old FRS process runs on SAP. All these projects have been privileged to be part of them. So name any top company in Nigeria today, and I will tell them out of 9, or that means what 8 out of 10 runs SAP. Then we have SCM for supply chain management, like people like Dangote. We have PLM for project lifecycle management, people who manage this project end to end at the end of the day. So SAP solution is SAP solution covers, it helps organizations to automate their process and make the process seamless to achieve. So moving forward, and someone will say, okay, so if you're saying all this SAP, so why did they need me? Yeah, just imagine LNG whole process runs on SAP and you're an HR manager and you want to go and work in LNG. Yes, you have your HR certification will qualify you to say she's an HR person, she understands the process. But LNG use SAP to manage the HR end to end, to manage the all HR process end to end. So you telling LNG that you're a certified SAP consultant or a certified SAP personnel, and you know how to use the system, it gives you 100% advantage over every other person. And so when you apply to top companies like this, they will always look for people that have the skills, that have knowledge in this solution, because that's what they use to manage their business at the end of the day. So in every business, we have the people, we have the process, and we have information. You are the people that manage the business. The process has to be there for you. Okay, now when you want to pay a customer, what is the process of paying a customer in your particular organization? Number one, that's the procure to pay process. The customer has to be registered as a vendor. Number two, the customer needs to have a contract. Number three, the customer needs to submit an invoice, and those have approval processes. Number four, when the invoice and service level agreement is signed that this customer has delivered this service based on this milestone, then it goes to finance for processing, account payable. Account process continue from them on how they will pay from the system through the level of approval. They'll put to the next person to say, oh, now we have an invoice. Can you please approve which sales order or which cost center is going to pay for this? There's a budget for it, because definitely they have already put a budget in the system before they even issue the contract to you at the end of the day. All this process is under SAP. Now, just imagine HR. You are the HR manager. You need to recruit in the organization. Under HR, we have recruitment, we have personnel administration, we have org management, we have timesheet, we have the talent management for employee development. It's a complete, robust system that handles end-to-end of the HR process and integrates you to finance. So if you have that skill and say, oh, I understand how to use SAP HR to recruit a new staff, to manage the performance of our existing employee, and also to set appraisal system for them in the system, and also to run payroll for them at the end of the month, and also to ensure that they capture their time when it's required, and use that time to be able to calculate to performance or anything else. That gives you an advantage. It's what the business needs. Because now the business does just not need you to have an understanding of HR outside the box. They need you to understand how HR also works with the system they're using to manage the HR. NNPC have over 10,000 employees. An HR manager cannot manage 10,000 employees. And I don't know how many HR leads you want to have to manage. But with the SAP system, any PC staff can put in their timesheet, And you as the HR manager, you can view it from anywhere in the world and see their performance. You can be able to do your job effectively. Data comes to you without stress. You're able to schedule their payroll without stress. And because now I remember in 2014 or no 2010 when we worked on FIS project. FIS before before they implemented it, they used to do manual processing. When the HR payroll processing FIS is a big entity. FIS they have the staff in Nigeria. They have over 15,000 staff. So you only payroll for
Hello, please bear with us. I think it's network issues. Okay. Let me try and reach him. Okay, so he's trying to come in. Kindly bear with us. It seems he's here. Let me give him a user rights.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. We can hear you now. Welcome back.
Okay, so sorry, the network is very bad. I
Yeah.
don't know what happened to them today. They're not always like this. So I'm so sorry that, I mean, the network just went off without notice. So what else? I was explaining the process of, I mean, the end-to-end process to you all. So now, SAP is not just, okay, can you hear me now?
Sure, can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So I was saying to you, like in FRS, it was, I remember in 1998, before they implemented SAP, anytime they want to run their payroll, they call it nightmare. They're running payroll for about 15,000 people using Excel, calculating and putting everything together was stressful. They had to hire more staff, they have to bring in more people, and it was not efficient. Lot of mistakes in the system. They could not know, I mean, there were a lot of ghost workers that they could not even be able to identify. So when they implement SAP, after implementation of SAP, FIS runs their payroll within a day. What used to take 2 weeks takes less than a day. They just go to the system, click on the button, and run SAP. So it makes the life easy for you. So that's why many companies invest more in solutions like SAP. So we live in a society that your BSc is not good enough to land your dream job. And I will still talk about that in a jiffy. So now I've talked about SAP Business Suite. They have the ERP, they have the CRM, they have the PLM, and the SRM. SRM is Supply Relationship Management System. The supply is for suppliers, like we have the shipping company in Kenya, like Kenya Port Authority. They have a lot of shippers, a lot of suppliers. So those suppliers always come on their portal to make requests. They have over 10,000 shippers. Just imagine you are a company, you have a big company, you have over 10,000 shippers, and you have over 50,000 employees. You need a system that integrates both of them and make life seamless for you. And that's why people go for SAP. So now we have another solution called SAP S for HANA. That is what is reigning now. S for HANA, simple finance. So what is S for HANA? Let me give you the history. I was one of the people that got certified I was the first to get certified in SAP HANA in West Africa. I was like the sixth in Africa. That's when SAP S for HANA came into being in 2011. In 2011, we have SAP HANA. They call it in-memory database. It was a game changer. It changes the way what always takes us, like reports that takes us 2 days to collate. We collect this report for you in less than a minute. They call it the biggest game changer solution. They use for real-time analysis, real-time reporting. So as you can see, every organization you work with, you report. So just imagine you have over 50 mining sites and you want real-time report on what is going on. Now, let me give you an instance. How many of us remember the German football? Where, was it in 2000? Was it 2014 that Germany won the World Cup? Who can remember? Was it 2014 or 2000? 2013 or 14 that Germany won the World Cup. During that time, we partner with Germany. SAP is a German company. So SAP partnered with the German team to use something called SAP Semantic Analysis, powered by SAP S for HANA, for them to measure in real time the way the player play, the pattern of their play based on historical data, and they're able to predict how the next match will go. And then they told the German team that if you play like this, by so time, with so, this is how you can win the match. And guess what? That happened. And it's called Big Data Analysis powered by SAP. It's on YouTube. I will find time to share that with you guys, maybe at the later part. It's a known fact in the world when how SAP helped the German football team to win the World Cup based on semantic analysis powered by S4HANA. As of today, Barcelona Club is one of the customer of SAP. So I'm saying to you, like, SAP is so robust that it covers almost every industry you can ever think of. So in 2013, SAP came up with something called SAP Business Suite powered by SAP by HANA. Now they are telling you the business suite I just explained to you, that's ERP. Now ERP plus in-memory capacity for real-time reporting. Wow, was a game changer in 2013. Like, now I have this ERP that makes that easy for me. Now you're telling me that with this ERP, I can have reports in real time without stress. Boom, game changer. In 2014, SAP introduced something that actually shut down the whole finance team and made them feel, wow, who the hell do you guys think you are? It's called SAP Simple Finance powered by SAP HANA. At that point in time, you want to do your budgeting, instant financial insight, you can use Simple Finance. Straightforward. I mean, it makes life of people who does a lot of budgets easy at that point in time. So SAP say, oh, we can't stay there. Let's go for S4HANA. Let's combine both ERP, budgeting, and real-time analysis into one solution. And let's sell it as one. So from 2014 to 15 to date, S4HANA is a required skill by every organization because it gives them the ability to automate their process, simplify their process, and give them real-time analysis into real-time reporting, and then give them the capacity to budget, which is one of the biggest headache in a big organization. So that's S4HANA, and we call it the game changer. It will image your business process, and it makes life simple for you. So SAP says, okay, fine, you know what? Whether you are on Oracle, or you are using Microsoft Dynamics, or you were using SAP, I can migrate wherever you are to S4HANA. Whether you were using QuickBooks before and you want to move to SAP, or you're using Oracle and you want to move to SAP, or you're using SAP and you move to SAP, I can give you all the migration options, which is why S4HANA was like a game changer. This was the interface of SAP. SAP GUI, it gives you on how you can maintain user, and we used to call this a very boring screen. Very, very boring screen. Very boring. Like, you have to, it was so complicated. It was so not easy. You need to know what is called T code. SAP came and said, you know what? I'm done. I want you to use SAP as far as you can use Facebook. Now SAP gave us something new, and they call it SAP Fury. I will show you that in a jiffy. Shortly, because I know I'm here. I just want to give you Fury in a jiffy. So I want to give you I'm going to share a new screen with you shortly. Now, stop sharing this, share another one. So I'm going to show you SAP Fury in a jiffy. The SAP said, you know what? I'm done. I'm tired of you using SAP, and it's so boring. I remember NNPC, the GM for NNPC said it all that time. It said the user interface is not friendly, and we should change it. So I want to give you a live demo, and I'm waiting for the server to come up. Okay. Let me give you something else since this one's not coming up. So this is what SAP Fury looks like. My page is loading. So this is what SAP Fiori looks like. It makes it simple for you to administer, and it makes it easy for you to be able to, log into the system as an employee and do anything you want. You can, I'm trying to make like now look at this HR, you can be able to access your payslip, you can be able to access your benefit, you can raise your leave request, your timesheet, you can approve requisition if you're a manager. You can order requisition. You can approve POs. You can approve contracts. You can come here and check price availability. You can create sales order, and much more. So this is what SAP Fiori looks like. I'll keep trying the Fiori in action to see if I can give it that demo. The server seems to be down from Germany, but this is how it looks like. Look and feel of SAP. So this is what the customer sees, but what you do behind is bigger than this. So let me now explain to you why people go for SAP and say, oh, why not other solution? So I want to give you like how much do they pay an average SAP consultant? I just want you to see it. Like, is it okay? I've been hearing about this SAP. I know about SAP Business Suite. I know what SAP Business Suite does. I know SAP Business Suite comprises of PLM, ERP. We have SRM. We have SCM. And also, I know that there's something called SAP S for HANA, SAP HANA Force, the in-memory reporting system. And I know that after a while, SAP combined the SAP HANA and the SAP Business Suite and SAP HANA, and they combine it to one solution, and they call it Simple Finance for SAP, which means that, no, they call it SAP Business Suite on HANA, which means that I have the capacity to automate my business and also to generate reports. Okay, I also know that after a while, SAP created SAP Simple Finance for budgeting, which means that my budget issue is resolved under the ERP Business Suite system. Then after a while, SAP now put the SAP Business Suite, the SAP HANA, and the Simple Finance and put it into one solution, and they call it SAP S for HANA, which means I can automate my process end-to-end, which means I have an asset called Fiori that it's very simple for my users to understand. As far as they can use Facebook, they can use Fiori. And then that means I can also do real-time reporting. So, and so far so good, top 4 to 500 companies on SAP. So I want to give you the name of the top 4 to 500 companies that owns SAP. So I just wanted to see it. So you can see, we have like 10 top, these are the 10 top. Apple, our Apple, you are an Apple user, even Apple runs on SAP. Amazon, the big Amazon, our Amazon runs SAP. AT&T runs SAP. And the list, these are top companies in the world. McKinsey is the big company in the world, runs SAP. And I'm going to give you some, Walmart runs SAP. General Motors runs SAP. These are top companies in the world that runs SAP. And I need to understand, so you now understand why these people have used SAP to make their business successful. That's why Dangote runs SAP. LNG runs SAP. NNPC runs SAP. So far so good. You can see their ranking so far of the list of companies that runs SAP. So I want to now say, okay, fine. Why should that be an SAP consultant? Of what use will it be to me? How much do they pay SAP consultants? So I'm sorry to say this. In Nigeria, the pay is not that much. In Nigeria, they are telling you that you can have you can have maybe 1 million naira per month, or you can, if you're a starter, you can start with 800K per month. And SAP, this you just having a certification and training, and you are just trying to learn the solution. And I can tell you, many people I have worked in LNG. I've worked in NMPC, and if I'm going with what I study in school, I won't have the access. I've worked in top organizations in the world, and none of them asked for my BSc certificates before they employed me on the project. What they asked me is, where is my SAP certification? How many years experience do I have? They look at my project and they offer you good money. So now they're saying that on the average, SAP consultant makes $83,000 a year. And ask any SAP consultant, they'll tell you a junior consultant earns $300 per day. $300 per day, please multiply by 21 working days. So let me do the maths and let's see. That's $6,300 per day, per month. $6,300. Let me just use exchange of 400 as of today. That's 2.5 million naira per month. Like, this is what SAP consultant earn. Now, let me give you instance. I have a friend in Swaziland. Her name is Posh. She is a Posh, and she is a Posh car. Posh was an Asian manager that was working in South Africa for a company, and she needed an upgrade. And she was fortunate that in the company she was working with, the company implemented SAP and they trained her on SAP. Immediately she got trained, she applied for another job in Swaziland, and they were paying Posh $2,500 per day for 5 years. So her name is Posh. She could afford a Posh within a year. So what I'm saying is, now we have top HR managers. I can tell you, I've worked in many companies, even Shell Nigeria. Like, they will tell you, many HR manager, once they get to a level, or people are just trying to come in, they will come to SAP certification, especially even people who want to relocate outside Nigeria, because they know once you're outside Nigeria and you have an SAP certification, you're an hot cake. People need you, people want you immediately. And this is the average. This is the lowest an average salary means the lowest someone get paid. I have people, earlier this year, I've worked on projects whereby and you're offered $2,500 per day for a year, and you have to do the job. And you can be on 2 projects simultaneously. So what I'm saying is, acquiring the skills and the knowledge is extremely rewarding globally. And it gives you the advantage to work anywhere in the world. Whether you want to relocate to Canada or you want to work in Nigeria, you want to relocate to Germany, you have a job waiting for you because you're an SAP consultant. You can apply for job. Your BSc certificate cannot give you that platform, but SAP gives you that platform.
Okay, hello, Mr. Lumide. Can you hear me? I'm not sure we're able to hear you. I don't know if it's only me, but let me call him. Same there, right? Okay, right. Hello. Sorry, I think the network again is disturbing. Can you hear me? Let me be sure it's not from my end. If you can hear me, please wave your hands. Okay, okay. So I'm trying to call his attention to it. I had to take him off the meeting. Let me bring him back in. Okay, he's coming back in.
Okay, can you hear me now? Hello, sir, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, I can hear
Okay.
you.
I'm
Please
so
continue.
sorry. I
Sure, we
think
can hear
you
you,
lost me
right?
for like
It's
you lost me
fine.
for like 5 minutes. So what was the last thing
Yeah,
you had me say, sir?
I can't remember. I
Okay.
was out
I,
too, right?
okay. There was
You
I'm
might
sorry
just
for
want to
today
go
that
go one page behind.
okay, sir. I was talking about the average salary of an SAP consultant,
Sure, I think that
and
was
I
where
was
we were.
saying, yeah, and I was saying SAP gives you the opportunity to work with international companies both locally and globally. And it gives you the edge that your normal BSc cannot, could not give to you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So thank you, Mr. Ede. Right. It reminded me of the last time I was talking about my friend, and her name is Posh, and she used a Porsche. And what happened to her was simple. She was working in an SAP organization. She worked in an organization in South Africa, and she was there as an HR manager. And unfortunately for her, our company implemented a solution called SAP. So they sent her for training. So she worked with them, she used the solution, and after a while, she applied for a new job. And she applied for a job in Swaziland. And the job offer to her was giving her $2,500 per day for a 5 years contract. So her name is Posh, and she was able to buy a Porsche. So every time she comes to a project, she comes that Porsche. So what I'm saying is, sometimes yes, you get a point in your career, or you're trying to join a career, but your normal certificate could not give you that kind of job. But some professional certification, because top organizations, people, the kind of people that afford SAP are people, top companies. They're not just small companies. Yes, small companies can do the SAP business one. But for SAP S for HANA consultant, you have to be a very top company to implement it. And when I say top, means like at least the price is reasonable. However, you are doing well in your business and you have a big business or a big business plan. And for you, and the kind of people that work with you, and they're well paid, because at the end of the day, the solution is not cheap. So that's what I was saying. Like, SAP give you the global advantage globally. You can get a total payout of people, on the average of $159,000 on the average. And I know people, I told you about a couple that started with me in 2007. And I saw him, he's a young boy, and I asked him, what do you want to do in your life? He said he would like to go into web development. He would like to start building IT hardware. And I said, okay, but see, you're a hardworking person. I believe that if you're going to invest your money and your time in something, invest in something that will yield you more profit. Because always ask yourself, what is the highest paying certification? Don't just go for certification. Go for something that when you go for, say you don't hammer. I'm sorry, I have to use pidgin there. So because I told him, he said, Mr. Mide, you started again. I put him into the training. He joined the class. Wow, he loved it. His passion was on a different level. And then after a while, I put him on a project. In 2017, when this guy left NYC, the first project he landed was a mining job. And then he joined NNPC. NNPC project full-time. Till date, is still there. And now he has 3 other projects he's working on that is giving him money, and he's trading a minimum of $1 million per month, sorry. So this guy has like 3 projects, a young boy that is less than 27, and he's earning over $3 million a month without stress. Why? Because he had someone that told him and gave him the opportunity to learn, and the person that trained him and gave him a job to do, to have experience. And he could go outside there and have visibility and land more bigger job. I have more people that we've worked with, that we've trained, and I can give a lot. I have a friend, it's like a brother that we trained in 2018, about 2015. He's working for Total today. He's been working for Total for the past 5 years. We have people that that we work with, that we train, that are working in Dangote, on Dangote project today. I can mention 4 or 5 names. So the point I'm making is, and these are people by that normal BSc will not have taken them there. We have people working in EY. We have people working in KPMG. We have people working in Deloitte. And some people working in SAP outside the country. And when the normal certificates will not have given them the opportunity. I was privileged to work for SAP as a company, because my normal certificate will not have given me that opportunity. My BSc will not have given me a job in SAP. For SAP, being an SAP expert gave me the opportunity. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to create different group for different people. We're going to, if you're an SAP Finance, we're going to create a training for SAP Finance people. We're going to create a training for SAP HR people. We're going to create training for SAP CRM people. So depending on your area of expertise and your career, we have a training that fits your need. So at this point in time, I will have to hand over to my guys to continue. And I'm available for questions, because I know we have other trainings that we will do with you that is in depth, that will look at the solution, that you have answer. So at least at the end of this training, you'll still get a certificate of training called that you've been trained on SAP Overview, which is an introduction to SAP, knowing what is SAP, what are the solutions of SAP, what are the career opportunities in SAP, what are the processes. We will not go into deep process today because your areas are different at the end of the day. That we'll do when we get to a specialized platform where we have SAP Technical Training, SAP S/4HANA Finance, SAP S/4HANA HCM, SAP S/4HANA Logistics. And at that point in time, you can see, and you can go and Google everything I've said. They're all on Google. You will see the truth on everything I've said, how rewarding the SAP career is. So at this point in time, I will leave it to my Oga to allow questions so I can answer questions, so I don't take much of our time. Hello, sir. Hello. So someone asked me about the price for logistics. When you say price for logistics, are you talking about how much you will earn as a logistic consultant? Please let me know. Please feel free to drop your questions on the chat so we can. No, for the training, that will be communicated to you. For now, they're organizing something very big and robust for everybody. That will be communicated to you. It will be very affordable. It will be very cheap, and also they're also trying to make sure that you also have an opportunity to work. You also have an opportunity to work. So in case you have any other question, please drop your questions. Okay, what's the starting point for SAP? And what's the specialty of professional finance stage? Okay, thank you. For you to start in SAP, the first thing you do is simple. You learn SAP. So it's called SAP Associates, Certified Associates. And that's all you need to start any $300 per day. You don't need to certified professional to do that, because SAP just wants you to get the certification. The certification will give you the opportunity for a project to give you a chance to have the experience. Because most projects will not bring you on board if you don't have the certification. As of last 2 weeks, they were looking for an SAP business warehouse on ANA certified personnel in a company called EY. And many people have the experience, and they said, no, we want someone that is certified. And they said, why certification? Certification first. Because without certification shows credibility. And training is always practical and hands-on. Training is not, training is always practical, and it's a hands-on training. You go into a system, you configure the process end to end, they will train you as a consultant during the course of the training. And also, if you are in a banking sector, believe me, I have a friend that came from a banking background in Oceanic Bank, the then Oceanic Bank. He did SAP Finance. This guy currently works in the US as an SAP Finance consultant, S/4HANA Finance consultant. He has a house. God has given him enough money to buy a house in Canada. So if you are coming from a banking background, it depends on which part of SAP, because I don't know what you do in the bank, but if you have a finance background, it's good you can continue with SAP Finance. So someone said, what's the average financial investment to get certified? To be very candid, based on my experience, 3 to 450K, which you can split over a period of time to pay, because they always give you time to make, you have time for a lot of installment payment, then also because they also try and get you a job. Someone said, what aspect of SAP does a recruiter certify in HR? If you're a recruiter and you want to certify in SAP, you need to be an SAP HR certified. At that point in time, you can be able to work on SAP HR solution like recruitment management. And is SAP S/4HANA another version of SAP IS? No. SAP HANA is not another version of SAP IS. IS is more of like an industry solution. So I say, secondly, as a novice, where does someone begin as an individual? The first thing I say is, we need to know what is your current area. What do you do now? If you are in finance, continue with SAP Finance. If you're in HR, continue with SAP HR. If you're in logistics or admin, continue with SAP Logistics. If you're in customer care, continue with SAP Customer Care. Even SAP HSE environment, there's something called SAP HSE for environment field stuff, and the price is still the same. For legal practitioners, there's SAP, like you can do SAP DMS, or you can do governance. SAP, the governance part of SAP that make you put governance process in place for organizations because you're a legal person. So we have the corporate governance. That one in charge of fraud management, governance risk, and so even legal, you can do governance risk and compliance, because that is a very big solution in SAP called SAP GLC, governance risk and compliance. And even logistics and data management, wow, you have two options. You can do SAP logistics or you can do SAP analytics. So depending on where your passion is, both of them are hot cake. So you want logistics, or with logistics come with Internet of Things. And then with data management also, there's Internet of Things. So depending on where you want to be. Does SAP HR get to the level of SAP consultant certification? Yes. All our trainings are consultant training. They're not end user training. We train you to be a consultant. We don't train you to be a user. Being a user does not pay you the money, does not give you the money. Being a consultant is what gives you the money. Someone said, which SAP will you recommend for someone aspiring in project management? Yes, there's SAP project portfolio and project management, PPM. SAP portfolio and project management is a very big solution. There are very few people in the world that have that skills for SAP portfolio and project management. And do you think project management has a good prospect as a career in Nigeria? Yes. As a matter of fact, they're always looking for project managers, and SAP project managers are scarce, and they're one of the most expensive people in the world. And also, don't just think of Nigeria, because you can be living in Nigeria. I'm living in Nigeria, but I work outside the country. I have projects in many countries. I go and I come back. Home is home, and if you want to relocate, you have the opportunity to relocate. So someone said, what do you advise with future works in view and being an age in consideration? And I'll tell you the truth. When it comes to SAP, as far as if you are mature, they respect you more. And if you are young, yeah, they say, wow, who is this sharp guy? Because I remember the first time the manager saw me in NNPC, he said, they were talking. I said, I've asked so big things about you. I was expecting a very big man. When he came in, I didn't know you're this young. And I laughed. So age, whether you're young or old, believe me, you go straight. And you can have more than one certification. You can have even three. I have like 7 up to 5 certifications in SAP. You don't have to limit yourself to one. You can major in one, but you can have certifications in others, because you don't want to limit yourself, but it must be interrelated. And what does SAP HR consultant do? An HR consultant design the HR process of the system end to end. You build from org management to personnel administration, to payroll management, to time management, and there's a lot of process, recruitment management. All those processes is what you build, and you consult based on best practice to the customer. You help them standardize their process. Oh, this is your HR process, but based on best practice, this is the way it's meant to be done globally. And this is how the system will help you automate it. And this is how we configure the system. And this is how the system will work. So which SAP will you advise an HR consulting company with a staff of 100 to implement? I will just say the truth. Go for SAP Success Factor. With SAP Success Factor, you can manage you can manage all your staff strengths. If it's just SAP HR that you want to just implement. But if you want to implement ERP and other solutions, we have to now sit down with you. We offer free consulting to tell you the kind of company and how best to go. We offer that for free in Nigeria. But outside Nigeria, we charge. Is it possible to be certified in 2 lines, SAP HR and PPM? Yes, 100%. 100% you can be certified in PPM and you can be certified in HR, 100%. So please give me more questions. Wow, SAP GLC is one of the highest paying certification. Only few people are certified. And the skill, well, GLC, if you come from a governance background or a legal background, and you go into GLC, but GLC is governance risk and compliance. And there's something called audit management in GLC. Big solution. Well, like once you have that skills, what people just want to know is, can you do it? And fraud management is big, and it's big, and it's big. So, and it's very rewarding, and you can work. I've not seen any GRC consultant pay less than $600 per day, as far as the project is not in Nigeria. But if they're in Nigeria, at least they're always charging in millions and millions, and it's a rewarding project, and you're never out of job, because there's always risk, there's always fraud, there's always compliance issues, there's always governance issues. So you always have a lot of things to do. So for the HR company, you can just start with the basic ERP solution. The ERP solution will go a long way, and it will help you in automating your process end to end, from procure to pay. It's good for your organization. To get certified in SAP is easy. It depends on you. After the training, let me tell you, I went for training in South Africa. I was the first to get certified in ANA in West Africa, and 7th in Africa. And how did I do it? I've had other SAP certifications before then. So I was in South Africa for my training. And on the last day of my training, I took my exam and I passed 100%. And I was certified. So being certified depends on how long you are prepared for. When we train you, we also train you to get certified. We train you separately, and then we tell you, okay, if you want to do certification, we prepare you for certification. And trust me, you can't fail. I mean, there's nobody I've trained that I've gotten a lot of people certified in Nigeria, a lot. So certification is not an issue. The answer is, how prepared are you, and how determined are you to get certified, and what timeline do you give yourself? And we've trained people, and they're still, within 1 year, for 1 year, they're still procrastinating out of fear to say, I'm scared, I don't know if I should go for it. And we say, when you're ready, talk to us. We know how to prepare you. Give us 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We'll prepare you. And 3 weeks after the training, we'll prepare you. You get certified, and you pass. And then we also offer the privilege for people that want internship. Sometimes when we have projects, we put them there, we'll talk to our partners to give them the opportunity to be able to learn. And sometimes we have internal projects that we do that gives you the opportunity to be able to learn on the job. So I'm still expecting more questions. So let me know if you have questions. If I've not answered your question, please let me know. So if I've not answered your question, please let me know. Okay, so if you have any comments, please let us know.
Please drop your questions.
Okay, if you're going to be functioning with if you're not going to be functioning with certification at the moment, is it necessary to regard certification yet? Even when you don't know what area you will probably end up with, we can do a free consultation with you and tell you, and be able to we can do a free consultation with you and be able to determine which area. But I will tell you the truth. If you want to do certification, do it in an area that you know is rewarding for you, and you can make your money back, and you can get a quick job. So that is I believe in passion. I also believe in following the money. Like, your passion must yield the money at the end of the day, or else who will pay the bills? So don't just do certification. Do certification that you know at the end of the day you have the job. The job is there. So you can do your certification now. There's no knowledge loss, and believe me, you'll be surprised. You might think you don't need it now, but when you start it, you now realize, like, wow, there's a lot of job. Sorry, Mr. Gringa, I've not answered your question. Please, can you send the question again, Mr. Gringa? Please send your question again. Is there any, okay, another question I got is there any disadvantage to certification? No, sir. As a matter of fact, let me give you, I have a man, which is one of the GM of NNPC in NNPC now. He got certified at the age of 60. And he's a GM. And why he got certified is because NNPC implemented a solution, and he was a team lead, and he needs to show and to do that for the next for his promotion. So he got. I remember he has 2 certifications today at the age of 60. So age, there's no age requirement. Is a consultation for what kind of SAP to implement or for free? Yeah, we can consult for you for what kind of solution to implement for free. Like, It's fine. We just want to make sure that you get the best solution. I mean, it's consultation to tell you which solution. We look at your process and we advise you the best way to go. As an education analyst, which SAP program will you advise? There's something called SAP Learning Management System. SAP Learning Management System covers your area. You can be able, because everything is going digital now as an education analyst. Everything now is now like, people are building a learning management system. And as a matter of fact, that's one of the top solutions right now. People want something that, I mean, people don't just want to study in classroom anymore. They want to study online. So SAP LMS training, most companies are not taking their staff out of the country. They're implementing SAP LMS, Learning Management Solution, which is big. So it's a good career. You can focus in that area. How does CRM work? CRM is Customer Relationship Management Solution. It's a very robust system that connects the customers to you and to the backend. And it's an automated system. And you get this, and it's robust. You can use it for service management and sales management. It's a very robust platform. And I can tell you, there are only few people that are certified in CRM in Africa. And also, it's one of those top skills people are also looking for. What about SAP for environmental health field? Yes, I've mentioned that earlier. I say SAP HSE, Health Science and Environment. SAP HSE solution is a very robust solution that manages your environmental health field end-to-end completely. Is there any special procedure for internship? Internship, yeah. Well, you go for the training. We see the top students. The top students are the people that will take and recommend to partners, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you are able to fulfill, I mean, what we say that you can do for them. And we've done that to a lot of partners. We'll give them a lot of students about assign them to a partner for training. Someone said, what is SAP PLM? PLM is product lifecycle management. It's a big solution on its own for managing product lifecycle. Okay, for someone in BS in Mass Comm and have a flair for entertainment, which area of SAP then? Do you want me to be very honest with you? I will say it in a very honest way. I mean, I have an entertainment company for passion, but you have to go for what pays the bills. So if you have BS in mass communication, there's SAP CRM or SAP HR or SAP SRM that you can do that can give you an advantage. For media company, I mean, just do that as your side passion for now. Can you entertain me on SAP CRM Healthcare? Yeah, CRM for Healthcare, like, it's, as a matter of fact, it integrates because SAP has a solution for healthcare in the ERP. So the CRM solution engages your customer and gets they're able to fill their request, book an appointment with you. They're able to fill their, fill their form online. They're able to submit their issues. They're able to view their report online. It's more of a customer service solution. Everything the customer needs is there. And then this solution is fed into the ERP system on the back end that does the payment, the claims management, everything for you. So it's an integrated system. And we can actually have a session on that for your company. I mean, like, you can book a session and we'll have that for your company and everything will be fine. How can one apply for internship? What we do for internship is you have to do the training. When you come for training and you're certified, and then we can be able to, I mean, you don't need to apply. We are the one that recommend it to our partners to say, we have this student, we like, can you just take him for internship for 3-4 months? Most time paid internship. There's only a few of them that are not paid internship. How to book a session? Yeah, please kindly, okay, my guy will send you a link where you can book a session for, if you want the personal session with us, whether for your company or for you, you can say, my guy will send you a link where you can go and book for a session. So we can schedule the calendar for next week. So we can have a 30-minute session with you, whether as an individual or as a company. So you'll be able to talk to you about your training needs or your implementation needs. So we're able to advise you which area of SAP best suits your CV. Because at the end of the day, you've been on this line, what SAP should you do? We'll be able to give you, so we can have a one-on-one session with you throughout next week. Sorry, I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, very well.
Okay. Please, if you only want Master or Mr. Defender, please help us check your okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, what are the SAP solutions that are highly rewarding? S4HANA is a thing right now. S4HANA. But S4HANA, if you're an IT person, wow, S4HANA to the cloud is so, I mean, the IT part also is rewarding. GLC, wow. SAP FI, S4HANA FI, wow. SAP S4HANA Logistics is rewarding. SAP Success Factor for HCM, wow. It's very rewarding. So, I mean, and these are skills by they need outside the country. For people that want data analytics, SAP BI is very, very rewarding. Hello, sir.
Yes. Okay. So are you done? Sorry, I lost you briefly.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, is the
Okay,
link available
great.
is the link available for them to book sessions?
No, we will send we'll send the link with these materials and the video by Monday to all those who enrolled. We'll send it to their emails. And so, right. So I guess you're done, right?
Yes, sir, you can continue, sir. Except they have any, I don't think
Okay.
I'm not seeing any other question for now.
I think we're fine. We've done a lot already in terms of knowledge and time. So thank you very much. Special thanks to Olumide for making our time to be here, and thank you to all our guests who made time to join us. The links to this meeting would be shared to us on Monday, and then the material as well. So we look forward to response from you, those who are interested in taking up a career in SAP, as a sign-up link would also be generated and shared in the same email. Thank you once more for coming. We hope to see you in 2 weeks' time in another HR board event. So do have a lovely evening and goodbye. Right, so at this time, I think I will unmute us and let's hear what, right. Okay. Right. Safe. Yes.
Yeah, good evening.